Hey folks, and welcome to my 4K collection part 2. It's been a while since I've done the 4K collection part 1, but that's because there's been a lot of changes in terms of movie watching in my household. So, as you've probably seen, we've got the OLED TV now, and also last Sunday I've got the Panasonic UB450E 4K player, and that's going to make a tremendous difference to the quality in the viewing that I do, I think. And for that reason, I haven't been able to do my part 2 because I've been putting the TV up, doing other things and things like that. But now it's all sorted, I'd like to say I'll get more time to watch the 4Ks, but life and things like that get in the way, things happening, hospital appointments, things like that. But what I'm really looking forward to is now putting my 4K collection to its full potential and watching these as the way they were meant to be. And I've got so many of these, and it's where you find the time. But I'm really looking forward to most of these, watching them in 4K. So we'll start off with Arrow release of Tremors. I picked that one up. Tremors is a good movie, and that is the 4K there. The thing with the Arrow though is that they don't seem to put in, they don't seem to put in the Blu-ray, but let me just have a wee look and see. Am I telling lies here? On this one they have, but on the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves one, there's no Blu-ray. But I'm going to be honest with you, why would you watch it in anything other than 4K? I know there's reasons to do that, and that is when you've not got the TV, or you're watching it somewhere else or things like that. But looking forward to watching each and every one of these. I also seen this in CEX one time. I think it was a misprice. I think it was like £18, and I think that was a misprint. So I picked up the bird with the crystal plumage. Never seen it. Picked this up on. I don't know if I showed this in the last video of my part 1. I don't think I did, but I picked this one up at Roy Barrett. He said to me that when he got his OLED, that the sea scenes in this were absolutely amazing. I might have talked about that in the first part. It's been a while, so I'm not 100% sure, so I apologise if I have. But I'll leave that second CEX sticker for now. Oh! That's just the standard Blu-ray in there. Let's put that back up. That's the Irishman. Well, not standard, it's the Irishman Criterion one. That shouldn't be in there. Okay, so we've got the first Top Gun. Let's see, unwatched. Daisy Thunder. Do the Right Thing. The Karate Kid. Howard the Duck in 4K. Everybody does it. A lot of people don't like this movie, but I do. And I've got it on the Black Label 101 Films as well. And I had it on Steelbook. I got rid of the Steelbook because there's no point in having 3 copies. And I think I'll be getting rid of the 101 Black Label one as well, because you've now got it on 4K. But it looks nice on the shelf, so I've still not decided on that yet. But if I did that, I can maybe get myself another 4K for the collection. So there you go. Venom. I've watched that. I thought it was an okay movie. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Haven't seen that yet. This was really cheap. I think it was £5 or something on Amazon. With Snow White and a Huntsman. I think this is actually a reasonable movie. John Wick 3. I'm going to be honest. I think this is the weakest of the John Wicks. It just didn't... Too much changing sides. A bit Cobra Kai for me, you know. Cobra Kai is alright, but everybody seems to switch sides all the time, don't they? So, there you go. Star Trek Beyond, I haven't watched that. I'm looking forward to watching that in 4K. And I like when they've got the HDR in it, because the HDR really makes it better. I wonder if these movies have HDR in it, even though they don't say it. Like Dark Crystal. Doesn't say. Dark Crystal. Great movie. Kong Skull Island. Alien on 4K. Well, that's going to look good, isn't it? The Prestige. I haven't watched that one yet, but I do want to watch that one. So many movies, so little time. Got this for a £5, I think, a Christmas ago. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I'm just looking at this one. I've actually forgot I'd got this one, and that's a Shawshank Redemption on 4K. Why wouldn't you? Actually, completely forgot I had that one. I actually watched that the other night there because I seen a clip of it on YouTube and I thought I'm going to watch that. So I did. I watched it on. It might have been Amazon Prime, but it was in my son's room again. So there you go. No Time to Die 4K. That's a good movie, No Time to Die, I think, anyway. Fast and Furious 7, never seen it. I think I got it cheap. Prince of Darkness, I picked that up in a 3 for $30 deal. Have never seen this movie, and everybody said it's really, really good. So I thought, when it was in the 3 for $30, I thought, that looks good, I'll take it. I think I also got The Thing in that one. Imagine, look at the joy I'm going to get watching these in 4K. This is going to be so good. Casino Royale, everybody says this is the weakest transfer, but the movie's astounding. That's really good. Really good. I like when he goes. He goes, the first kill is hard. The second one is bang. Yes, considerably easier. I like when he does things like that in that movie. Terminator Dark Fate. It's a T2 remake, but it's not as good. Still worth having, and still worth having in 4K. Ooh! Apocalypse Now. And imagine all the 35mm ones are going to look really good. And then we have Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 2. Ghostbusters, I don't know if you can call that Ghostbusters 3, but everybody hated this movie. I didn't hate it that much. And I actually remember the 4K transfer on my old TV was really good. It looked like the plasma beams were coming out of the TV. Yeah, so happy with that. Really hope I really hope you've been able to see these when I've been doing that. I hope I've been holding them up high enough. Hacksaw Ridge. Oh, great movie. I wonder why they released this without HDR. This has got Dolby Atmos on it, but it doesn't say anything about HDR. I've noticed that some of them don't. Avengers: Age of Ultron. I think that's one of the weakest ones in the Marvel. Didn't like it that much. Avengers Assemble. Endgame. I haven't watched that in 4K yet. Knives Out, good movie. Again, I think I got this for £6 or £7, and it's a good movie. So why not get in 4K? I was getting big here. We'll have to move this keyboard to get another file over. Power Rangers. I got this cheap, but everybody slated this movie. But again, I enjoyed it. So why not get in 4K? And I have watched this in 4K, but I wonder what the difference is now. I've got the new player and, of course, the new TV. Deepwater Horizon. Again, a very rewatchable movie. Great Showman. The sound on that's going to be good, isn't it? Limited edition Passengers that I've not opened. I think I got that for £8, and everybody slated this film, but I actually quite enjoyed it. Now, just in case no one has seen Passengers, I'm going to do a bit of a spoil here. Right, Chris Pratt is playing a guy who wakes up on a spaceship alone, and he's halfway between galaxies or something like that, where they're trying to get to a colony, and he's going to be alone for 75 years, right? And then he wakes up Jennifer Lawrence's character, and he does it deliberately, taking her out of hibernation so that so that it doesn't have to be alone. And everybody's saying is that you shouldn't have done that. You know, but if you were alone in that position, okay, what would you do? Alone for 75 years, and there's Jennifer Lawrence in a tube. You could just wake up. I tell you what, I didn't think I'd be the guy going, nah, I'm not going to do that. But then again, who knows? The Meg, decent movie, and I have watched that in 4K. Patriots Day, again, alright movie, but I haven't watched this one yet. And on the 4K anyway. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, again, really good movie, haven't watched it in 4K. The Bridge Over the River Kwai, and imagine this is going to look excellent. Old Obi-Wan Kenobi himself, or Alec Guinness as most people know. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Again, I hope that looks really good. Oh, Mission Impossible Fallout. I really enjoyed this film, and Tom Cruise done a feature on it, saying please turn your motion blur off on your TV because you can't watch this with motion blur on. Excellent. Ghost in the Shell, not a great movie, but I imagine it looks visually stunning. Wonder Woman. I don't think I've actually got to the end of that one. I've watched it, but I've never got to the end. Fast and Furious 8. Again, not seen it. Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. Again, I've watched this movie, but I haven't got to the end yet. I'd imagine it looks really good on 4K. John Wick, great movie. And what can you say about the original Jumanji that's not been said? Again, another great movie. Oh, Black Panther. I don't think many people like this one, but did they? I don't know, I shouldn't speak for other people, but for me, I like this movie. Oh, I remember getting this on 4K, and I remember thinking the fire will look absolutely excellent in that. Again, it doesn't say it's got HDR on it. Why wouldn't you put HDR on Backdraft? Oh, it does. It says to watch it at 4K Ultra with HDR, you'll need. So it must, maybe it's just going to go to be sticker. San Andreas, another disaster popcorn movie with The Rock. Again, I think it's good. There's a bomb on a bus. Speed. Again, I got this on Amazon and I had a £10 voucher for Amazon for free for some reason. So I actually only paid £5 for that, which was a really good deal. I think, or I could be lying, you could go back and watch my videos and see. So, a Star Wars story. I thought that was pretty good. It says $26.99 on the back, and I paid $26.99 for it. I very rarely pay over 10 for a 4K. Have I paid more than 10? In CEX maybe. But generally not. Unless it's something I really wanted. X-Men Dark Phoenix. Haven't actually watched. I think I paid $8 for this off Cinema Diesel. Labyrinth. Again, why wouldn't you own it in 4K? What a classic. It in Chapter 2 and It. Again. Perfect. I think I watched these on Blu-ray and I got the 4Ks later, so I haven't actually watched them in 4K. I'm going to have so much fun on it. This is years worth of viewing. Aquaman. Crimes of Griswold. And people will be crying out to me and going, why haven't you watched this yet? Why haven't you watched this yet? I just don't know. Sometimes I forget movies and I just feel like watching a movie that I've seen before or I want to watch. And I bought this. I think I paid £12 for it out of CX. 12, maybe 15 out of CX. I say, I don't spend more than 10 on a movie for money, really. If it's a CX voucher, I probably got that for, trading in, probably got it for probably double my vouchers. And it's a Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. Still not watched it yet. Ooh, forgot about this. The Goonies on 4K. Excellent. Some of my favourite movies here. Blade. There are worse things out there tonight than vampires. Certainly is. Again, so I'm going to look forward to these so much. Beetlejuice. My favourite. Well, when I say a favourite, to be honest with you, I got sick of it as a kid because my sisters watched it over and over and over again. But that doesn't mean I don't appreciate the film. But they just watched it and done that dance they do over and over and over again. I was like, oh no, again. But it's been quite a while since I've watched it. So, keep that too. Of course we are. Blade Runner, the final cut in 4K. Why wouldn't you? And the last one is the Dark Knight trilogy with Christopher Nolan. I'd imagine that the Dark Knight with Heath Ledger looks amazing. Oh, so I'm gonna have so much fun with these. So much fun to watch. And I haven't picked up much lately, and because I haven't found many vouchers, and cost of living crisis, bought the player, got a few things like that. Not that I can complain about any cost of living crisis with the OLED. Absolutely amazing. So that is my part 2. I will have a part 3 because I've got some box sets of movies and steelbook sets, and to be honest with you, I'd have to take all the stuff on my top shelves down, and I thought, may as well film that in the third part. So, hope you've enjoyed watching my 4K collection today, part 2. Got any comments about any of the movies, what you think about them, what you think about the collection, anything you want to interact with me on, I'll always try and reply to your comment. And thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it. And if you do like it, you can always subscribe to the Movie Man channel. Thanks guys. Bye.